91X.
So, FIDLAR's in the studio. First of all, you need to explain yourselves and what took you so long to, to form a band and get out there. We've been waiting, I think, since, 30 years since Camper Van Beethoven was doing anything similar. Don't laugh. It's been a long time. So get close to the mic. Who's going to take that? Why did it take so long for another band like that to come out?
I got this one.
That's deep.
Yeah, I don't know why it took that long, but we were all in different bands before, and like me and Max are brothers, and we played in bands together since we were like 13, and we were all just kind of playing in other bands that we weren't really that happy with, so we kind of just, I met Zach at a recording studio that he worked at, and so we kind of just decided we wanted to start a band that was just, I don't know, just kind of this style, I guess. It just kind of happened. It's not like we consciously did it, it was kind of... Here's
my question. Is it really a style when you're just being honest?
Yeah, well, no, it's just how it came out. It was just kind of, we just jammed together, and, that's just, we had similar influences, and that's just how it came out, I guess.
Don't take this the wrong way, but it's almost like a country band who, the old school 50s, 60s country bands that just wrote about what they knew, and there they are. It's what you get. It's not like you're sitting there going like, oh, let's talk about spaceships and and go off into these star galaxy, BS.
Yeah.
Was it something we just sat down and you started writing? What were the first couple of songs you guys wrote?
Well, Cheap Beer was the first song.
Cheap Beer was the first one?
And that's like a true story. Like every line in that is a true story.
Let me ask you this: is there any songs you've written that aren't true stories? Have you made up anything yet?
Some of them aren't like. Well, I think they're all based, they're all true stories, whether it happened to us or like a friend of ours. But they're all based on things
on true things.
Yeah.
See, that makes total sense to me because in listening to the record, everybody knows somebody or they can relate to it because it happened to them.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, why, I know you guys aren't even 30 yet, but why did it take 30 years for another band to come along?
I think like a lot of, especially with the whole indie scene in LA, when me and Brandon moved there and stuff, there was just like a lot of pretentiousness with music, it's like the cool factor, and like everybody was being cool. It's like cool to be in a band. I think for us, we just wanted to play loud music because we like it, and we didn't really play venues. We played house parties because we liked playing house parties more. We just did whatever we wanted to do. And I think a lot of people in bands don't do that anymore.
Yeah, and it seemed like a lot of the stuff coming out then was like super overthought too, where it was just like they were trying to like see like how we can make this complex and how we can add all this stuff. And I think a lot of like what our band was is just like, let's just go in the studio, have fun, and like not think about it too much, and just like go out and jam and play loud and have fun with it. And so, yeah.
Tell me about the acoustics that you just did. Obviously, you had to kind of strip down songs that were already stripped down in the first place. But the first time you've had to do this was today.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever done. We kind of just we've been asked before, but never really it was just always something we never really thought to do because it just. We're a loud, rowdy rock band, and playing our song, our songs are rowdy and loud, and so we always thought it was kind of weird to do our songs acoustic, so we figured
when somebody comes up with a song idea though, do you come in with an acoustic guitar and show it to everybody what it is, or do you walk in with a full-on Marshall stack and?
Usually be like a demo, someone will make a demo. Sometimes it's acoustic.
On an acoustic?
Yeah, sometimes acoustic, sometimes electric, sometimes a drum machine with a guitar on it, and then we'll kind of all play it together in the studio and figure it out for live. And
we like doing the we use the studio as an instrument. That's actually how this whole band started. At first was a studio project. Not a project, but we just went to the studio and record because it's fun. It was fun doing that for us,
Yeah, and a lot of the songs were written on acoustic guitars too. So it's kind of so it does translate, or certain ones do,
I thought they sounded amazing, ripped to shreds. Because it's not like they're complicated in the first place. It's just here it is, but now I get to just take all the amperage away, and it still is the same thing. It's the message of the song that still comes across.
Cool.
Let me ask you about your growing up in Claremont. When you were living here in San Diego, did you go see band? You're probably not old enough to get in the Casbah yet, are you?
I never went to the Casbah when I was living here because I was too young. But I've been there since I've turned 21. Like gone to see friends play when I'm in town. But yeah, like I used to listen to like Drive Like Jehu and Hot Snakes and all those. That kind of like Rocket from the Crypt.
The San Diego icons.
Yeah, exactly. And like Pinback, I love Pinback.
They were just on what's the show? Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh,
really?
right.
Which is
Cool.
really bizarre for
Yeah.
It's like Jimmy
Wow.
Kimmel's got Pinback on it, and
I didn't
and
even know
Rick
that-
Froberg was singing backup vocals.
Oh,
so.
cool.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I didn't even know they were. I haven't heard anything.
The
from
new
them
stuff
in a
is
long time.
amazing.
Really?
Well, you know what? I'll find out from Josh if we can get you a copy. I think you might have a copy of the
That'd
new
be
album.
rad.
Or we'll burn it for you and bring it to the Casbah tonight.
Cool.
So, were you playing in bands in San Diego at all, or did you move to LA to do this?
Yeah, like I had like bands in high school, you know, like played at Soma and Epicenter and like those kind of spots. But then like, yeah, kind of moved to LA just because it wasn't really happening here, and I just kind of wanted to get out of San Diego.
Well, we
be honest.
apologize that you've left. Now,
Oh, no,
Now you
it's-
have to convince these guys to move down because I think we'd rather have you as a local San Diego band than, you know, being in an LA band. Are you guys all born and raised in LA?
Max and Elvis are, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from Hawaii.
Well, then San Diego's closer to you than for us because we're more like Hawaii here than LA is.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
you've probably noticed, right?
That's true. Yeah.
You got good burritos down here.
Great
Look
The
at
burrito.
that.
best, the best.
You know
in
why?
The world.
Because Mexico's that far
Yeah,
away.
Yeah.
It's much
true.
better that way. Even though burritos aren't Mexican.
Yeah.
Hate to say
Yeah.
that. So anyway, what can we expect in the future? More. I don't want to say more songs like the same because obviously true stories can only happen when they're there. But
Yeah.
you're writing new stuff as we speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been touring a lot, so it's hard. Like we haven't really got to like be at home to like jam out and be in the studio very much. But it's more thinking of like ideas, I guess, on the road.
We have
Getting stories, you know.
we have a month off coming up, and we're gonna rebuild our studio, get it all up and running again, and start recording again.
Wonderful. Well, I'm looking forward to whatever you guys want to put out. I've been playing the crap out of a bunch of songs. Now that we got some edited versions.
Yeah.
Sorry about
It makes our job very difficult. You know,
Yeah.
to sit there and have to go, oh, you know. You can't, with your songs, you just fade it up and down like this.
Yeah.
Take all the bad words out. But congratulations. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank
coming
you.
down
Yeah,
and playing
no,
the show
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thank you.
And welcome home to you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
91X.